My amazing Leos, welcome into your June 2024 Money and Career Tarot reading. I'm truly excited to do your reading. I feel, first of all, within your Leo energy as well. Mine, I'm a Leo sun if you're new. Throughout the month of June, for the most part, there's an uplifting, helpful vibe about you where you're doing what you have to do when you need to. At times you're doing what you want to, and Spirit's saying, good, we gotta, find space for that when the time, feels doable. But I feel like you're hanging from the tree of wisdom and experience from your path up until this point and showing people how it's done. There's a trust that's being flown towards you, all right? This could be online, it could be through that job, maybe your business, and it doesn't have to be limited to one situation. But people are noticing that you, again, care. It feels like you are special. Being drawn to this reading is the wording I'm getting. And I feel like you are going to, at certain points, be doing a better job at whatever you're applying yourself towards, wrapped up with, than you even expect from yourself. There's an impressing vibe that's coming towards you. You may want to hop over to Aquarius's reading, as that was a huge part of their monthly read. But I feel like, okay, the color green is significant. There's money symbols in your eyes. It feels like this collective, when you need money the most, it's going to come to you, right? It doesn't mean all at once, right? Say it's for rent or your mortgage or car payment. I got those three specifically, obviously. But it does feel like it could potentially, is relatable, come through in certain chunks, right? It's up to you to save efficiently while treating yourself, spending within your world in a selective manner. Because Spirit's going to push you at certain points to make a purchase online here or there, or maybe in person. You're at certain points going to naturally need to invest in things like food and self-care. But I do feel like it's this ebb and flow that you're needing to continue and or bring back into your world, maybe in a different manner, with the coming and going of your finances, regardless of whether you are. I think that definitely applies to those working or receiving money otherwise. But I do sense there's at least a few older individuals drawn to the reading who are not employed, and you're needing to find certain levels of satisfaction and creativity, fulfillment flowing in your world, in maybe a new endeavor, hobby is coming through specifically. And this is going to be important for you for your soul growth and development. I do as well feel, and they may as well apply to you if you are in between jobs otherwise, or opportunities for your career. The Magician and the Two of Pentacles, in a very discerning and balancing out kind of manner, in the midst of which you are manifesting. Didn't love that wording. Let's do it again. That's a key message. In the midst of balancing out a lot, you're manifesting like a master. No shocker, you have Leo heavy in your chart, or one significant placement. But it feels like the possibilities are endless for you. As I stepped outside to cleanse my energy between the last personal reading I just accomplished and yours, Spirit pushed me to go like this, in a very soft and gentle manner. And it's this feeling of you just understanding yourself better at this point along your path, and that's coming through, whether you're specifically expressing that through your work, like I do with my channel at times, even, or it could be more so, say you're working that job or running your business, and it's just coming through in your energy, the gateway to your soul. But you could as well find things come up in conversation unexpectedly due to Spirit just being at work like 24/7. Didn't love that I used the word like, but certain words specifically are going to be pointed out, be spoken. And this is Spirit's communication. It feels like people are applauding you, Leo. You could literally fail at something, and people just want to give you a congratulations. Now, when you're working that day-to-day job, this is coming through specifically, so take what resonates. When you feel the importance that you bring to the table being appreciated, noticed more so, or just in general, feels continued for a lot, you're going to feel a little bit on top of the world. It's, again, special. In Spirit saying this is because when you do a good job, when you help people, when you bring good energy to the table, even at times, you know, you have your slip ups and bad energy. Again, I can relate. You're deserving this appreciation and you're needed. All right. You're needed regardless of what you have and or don't have at this time career wise. But it feels like it's a money making kind of, or a money flowing once again kind of month for you. Like Taurus, you need to just say, you know what, this is a little bit of money that I can let go of and expect to come back to me for a sake of self care, for a sake of maybe treating somebody significant in your world for somebody or several people drawn to the reading. But I do feel like you're going to be connecting with people in a very mysterious light. You're also going to be feeling as if Spirit wants you to ask yourself why, and maybe take a hot second and feel it out intuitively. Why have you stopped updating somebody about your finances? Why have you stopped updating somebody maybe about your career choice or two, or lack thereof, which maybe your search for one? I do feel like this is going to push you to remember the purposefulness of your path, right? If you're meant to start updating them more moving forward after a certain point, doesn't feel like it's this month, maybe towards the end of anything, then you will, right? But maybe the past has a lot more to do with it than you're realizing. I wouldn't be surprised if you're seeing feathers at random points. Spirit saying you're protected, my friend. You're protected. You're guided, all right? Oh, okay. As I just kind of whistled, I feel as if there's a focus on one, if not multiple people at work, maybe at home, could be where you're running your business otherwise, or in the neighborhood, noisy, right? Vocally and or at least energy wise. This is a little bit irritating to your soul. Let's be real. You might at times feel a little bit like this, or maybe pushed to think back to one or two moments where you had that moment of release and expression, frustration. I can relate once again. I do kind of regret it, but it was overlooked. I do sense you're going to remember that you do get affected by energy, whether you label yourself as an empath or not. And that comes through in multiple forms, in multiple ways. And so you need to be selective as to who you assist, who you associate yourself with, and when to stick with a certain moment in general, right? I'm getting specifically, say, a conversation. You can do it at this point very efficiently when it comes to, you're very efficient at this point along your path when it comes to stepping away from conversations like that. It's like throw them a compliment or just, I forgot I have to do this. Sorry, we'll maybe talk, pick this up later. And then you skedaddle and do what you got to do. I keep saying that word when I'm trying to leave my serving job. It needs to stop. Anyways, there's laughter throughout the month. There's good vibes. There's frustration, though. I feel like within you, outside of you, timing is more on your side than you realize. It reminds me again of my serving job. Things take forever to arrive in the window for my tables food-wise, but it just feels like you need to remember moments like that, maybe when waiting for the bus or waiting for traffic to flow up more, or to cross the street. Timing's on your side, all right? Or for something to be released is what I'm getting now. Music is as well going to be a big part of your month. 836, look up the angel number meaning. But look at this. In the midst of what feels like some heaviness or at least busy times for you, regardless of how that looks and feels for you, your world is changing, right? It feels like at times, I'm on the run, I'm on the go, I gotta go. You're gonna be reminded of a situation you literally had to run away from. It doesn't mean you actually had to physically run. For some you did, but it does feel like this is significant to, again, remind you of the purpose of your money and career path and path in general. But there's something as well that is specifically important in regards to that reflecting process. Just don't take it too far because it's very spiritually connected. But you're also going to be feeling like it's a very intuitive time for you where, say, that purchase again comes to be as an option. You stumble upon something you are intrigued by to purchase or maybe to involve in your work. Maybe Spirit's reminding you of a story you could share online or for your business otherwise, or maybe at work. Be selective, okay? Trust your intuition. It's okay if you need to take a moment and feel it out. But It does feel like, regardless of, again, of how your month is looking and feeling, you're being prepared to fly towards more. Specifically for my business owners, my entrepreneurs drawn to the reading, things that throughout this month are shifting in your favor, and you might have already started to experience some of this in a beneficial manner towards the end of the previous month, right? I feel like you are putting on a show at certain points. Okay, I'm getting that from these two images specifically. Whether you're choosing to and or not, we're Leos. It just kind of at times comes naturally, even if you're more of an introvert than, say the typical stereotypical Leo. But I do feel like you know more than meets the eye, and that's coming into play. You know more than people expect you to. Some do expect it at this point, but that's coming into play. When you notice a shift in your spirituality to your benefit, don't be surprised. And that's going to benefit you work wise and money. I feel like money specifically. We're needing you to clean up maybe a habit or two that you've been spending too much money on. Maybe it's affecting your energy levels. It could be giving you anxiety. But let's remember, I've mentioned this in a Leo reading before. At times, spirit in a negative sense can give you anxiety. We need to kind of feel out whether it's yours or being spiritually induced. But I do feel like you are gaining a wish fulfillment. For me, it's going to be this business doing better. For you, it could be getting that job. It could be seeing things run smoother within a work situation, or it could be more so financial. But I do feel like for a select amount of Leos drawn to the reading, there's more than one wish fulfillment. And at times we need to be even appreciative of the small ones. It makes a world of a difference within your magical manifesting world. You might as well feel like you're speaking a lot easier. Have you been stumbling on your speech a lot? The planets and spirit otherwise had a lot to do with that. But you're speaking quite efficiently, purposely, and things are just flowing. Random conversations are going to be brought up in your mind and come to be in person, and this is going to be important. Now, who and what's not meant for you is also taking a highlight in regards to, say, that opportunity, whether to continue it or not. It may as well be in regards to who you're working with, living with, maybe out about when you're spending money. I was shown me at a store the other day, and as I was about to head out the door, he called me back to introduce himself, and we shook hands, and he was like, "Nice to meet you." He's a good guy. And I feel like stuff like this may be taking a highlight, whether it's past and or current throughout the month. I feel like people want to get to know you more. And again, you need to be selective because some people will naturally, maybe there's a snake in your midst or two, but some people can use to their advantage or against you or both. But it does feel like there will be some significant connecting and bonding, good conversations, interesting subjects, if we didn't say it already, for significance. It does as well feel like there is the potential for a new friendship. I'm getting specifically at your job, or it could be through your business or online presence, somebody at a distance. That's cool, right? It does as well feel like in a very falling back, flowing kind of manner, you are marching to the beat of your Leo drum in a passionate manner. There's freedom when you don't expect it, even when you're busy or trapped up in or tied to that work situation or obligation otherwise. I do feel like for whatever reason you are doing a lot better at managing your money, and you need to give yourself credit for that. There's still progress, progression to come to be moving forward with that, but steps in the right direction is kind of the vibe. I do as well feel like you are thinking about giving birth to new situations, or one in particular. For somebody, it's expansion for your business. There will be noise factors. There will be bad energy, but there will be good energy, and there will be quiet moments, moments of simplicity and complexity, and sometimes both combined. All is very purposeful. Flow, my friend, flow. Somebody needs to, like myself, take a break when need be at work and go out and cleanse your energy, however it works best for you. But it does feel like you're going to be pushed to think about how to expand your Leo world, not just your money and career, but we're here to talk about that and how that's going to benefit you more moving forward. 1441, look up the angel number meaning. Yeah, look, connecting. Also speaking upon magical connection between you and whatever you choose to apply yourself towards or have to. I really want to finish up this reading by saying you have the golden touch. It is a time of manifesting once again. It's a time of amazing abundance. Beautiful reading. So I hope it was truly helpful. Love and light.